And we're here from Amador High School. The captains are out on the field. As Frank said, Amador has Reese Gilmore. They've got, looks like Travis Griffin and
number
Andrew,
21, is that Keeter?
That's Andrew Keeters,
and
number 21.
79.
James Sanat.
For Argonaut, we've got number 11.
Number 11 for the Mustangs is Ryan Albiani, the quarterback.
57.
57, I believe, is David Crowhurst, Crowbar.
20.
20 is Cade Collins.
And number 70.
Number 70, Big Billy Pooh.
Billy Pooh. Those are our captains for tonight. They're out in the middle of the field. We're getting ready for the coin toss.
Hey, Billy's a good dancer, too, Frank. Every time that there's some music going on, you look over on the sideline, and Pooh's over there showing his moves.
Well, you remember last year, we were doing the game, and he's on the sidelines, and they were playing a little music in between, and he was like, you know, not quite as good as Coach Baker's that we saw in the middle of Main Street on our pigskin preview, but
that roll at the end, he's got a patent that move. And, Jake, what the final of the JV score, was it 24-22? 24-22, the Buffaloes almost came back in that game, but the Mustangs held on.
All right, Amador just won the toss, and they have deferred.
So
they have deferred, which is a little, I think, a little unusual. I think their offense, they're going to put it on their defense right now, so Argonaut's going to get the opening kickoff as Amador won the toss. They have deferred, and that's the way this big game is going to get started. We're about 3 minutes away from kickoff. They just completed the coin toss. Both sides are going back to their respective sidelines. We're going to get ready for the national anthem here in just a minute. For this 2016 big game, it's rivalry week in the Mother Lode League.
And you know what? While we're waiting for the national anthem, I'll just run down some of our sponsors tonight. We always got to give credit where due. Thanks to Camps, was our pregame show sponsor. First quarter action tonight will be sponsored by Central State Credit Union. Second quarter action will be sponsored today by Jackson Tire. Also, we have the Glass Doctor and Thompson's Auto Group as quarter sponsors tonight. And, Jim, you know what we're going to do? We're about to get the national anthem underway. We're going to show respect here, quiet things down. We'll send it back to you, and then we'll bring it back here to Amador High School.
All right, we're back. We're getting ready for kickoff. We're about 20 seconds away from kickoff. Just had a nice national anthem. And we're going to get this rivalry game, big game week started between the Argonaut Mustangs, the visiting Argonaut Mustangs here at the hometown Amador Buffaloes. As we said earlier, Amador won the toss. They have deferred, so Argonaut is going to receive. We expect their three-headed monster to be in the backfield. Andrew Hernandez, Johnny White, and I believe Ramage, Trevor Ramage, will be back deep for the Mustangs. Kicking off for Amador. As we talked about, this league has a bunch of good kickers in it this year, and kicking off for Amador, is going to be, looks like number 7.
Juan Herrera.
Juan Herrera. Big crowd here tonight for this game. Beautiful weather. We had our first, last weekend felt like a little fall. This one feels like a little bit of spring. Beautiful night out here. There's 12 minutes set on the clock. Here goes the kick. Kick is high, short, coming up to get it. I believe that's Ramage at the 15, to the 20. Hit, falls across the 25, down at about the 28-yard line, where Argonaut will take over 1st and 10.
And that change of possession brought to us by the BG Lounge and Mellon Faze, of course, home of the Moo Burger. The best prime rib you're going to find, folks, in this county, right there at Mellon Faze every Friday and Saturday night. Hey, Frank, quick scoring update brought to us by Calaveras Lumber, Ace Hardware. Sonora 7-0 over Somerville. Bret Hart 7-0 right now over Calaveras, both games in the first quarter.
All right, here we go, getting ready for the first snap from center. Albiani in the shotgun. Vieira, the lone back behind him. In motion coming this way. Johnny White, he gets a handoff, stopped immediately. Might have been a loss on the play. Oh, that was number 23. That was Mason Flores, I believe.
I believe Logan Hawkins in on the tackle. Frank.
So no gain. They spotted it right back at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10. Same formation again. Vieira, the lone back, in motion. Flores. Albiani wants to keep it going around the left side. Breaks one tackle, goes forward, gains about 5 yards on the play. It'll set up a 3rd and 5. We saw Albiani use his legs very efficiently last week. And right there, he didn't pitch it back. He kept it himself, gained 5 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 5.
That option there worked really well against Bret Hart early. Bret Hart made some adjustments, actually was able to shut it down in the second half. We'll see if Argonaut can keep going with that as this game goes on, or if Amador can make those adjustments.
So 3rd down and 5, the ball sitting at the 34-yard line. Johnny White in the wing on this side. Mason Flores. Vieira goes in motion. Mason Flores with the ball, cracks the 35, brought down. I think he's going to get the first down.
I think there may have been a face mask on that, Frank. We see a flag. We'll see what the flag's for.
Let's see where they spot it. They spot it right on the 38-yard line. That is really close to the first down. There is a face mask call, penalty against Amador.
It's got to be the 5-yard.
They're going to march it forward 5 yards. That'll be 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. The ball is going to be placed at the 43-yard line.
10:47 left in the first quarter. No score here from Amador High School.
So they move the sticks, 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Ball's on the 43-yard line, their own 43. Albiani again in the shotgun. Vieira, the lone back behind him. Mason Flores in motion. Albiani wants to throw. He gives to Vieira on a delayed draw. Gets across the 45-yard line to about the 46.
You know, Vieira hit that hole really hard. Number 32, Eric Moreno, got his arms on him, slowed him down.
Well, the one thing I talked about this Amador defense is probably the most impressive part about this team is how they have so many guys flying to the football. I mean, once the ball's in someone's hands, they got 11 helmets going that direction.
And their offense and defensive identity different. More of a quick finesse offense, very physical defense.
Gain of 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 6. Johnny White in motion this time. Is going to give to Johnny White going across the left side. He's got some room. Good block on the outside. He's got a first down and more. He's still on his feet. He's still going. He's still going. Down to the 20. Knocked out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. Great block around the outside. I didn't get a number on that.
Frank. That was Big Crowhurst, number 57.
Number 57, David Crowbar Crowhurst. Nice block around the outside to Spring White for a big gainer.
That gave him an extra 20, I believe, that block right there.
They're going to spot it on the 23-yard line where the Mustangs will have it 1st and 10.
So the Mustangs are threatening, still just under 10 minutes left, 9:45 first quarter action here from Amador High School. No score, first quarter brought to us by Central State Credit Union.
All right, Albiani again in the shotgun. Vieira, the lone back behind him. In motion comes Mason Flores. Albiani wants to throw. He's rolling to his right. He's in trouble. He throws incomplete.
I think that may have been a throwaway on that, Frank.
Well, it was a good decision by Albiani
really
there.
was.
You had a 1st and 10. He had pressure. He was rolling. There's no reason to do anything. Try to force that ball. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Mustangs.
Another scoring update brought to us by Calaveras Lumber Ace Hardware. Sonora is now up 13-0 against Somerville. A couple minutes left in the first quarter from the Calaveras game. Looks like Bret Hart up 7-0
wow,
over
so Sonora
Calaveras.
is rolling early. Like I said, you know, there are a lot of good teams in this Mother Lode League, but Sonora is just a little bit of a notch above them all. Albiani gives to Mason Flores this time. He cuts it upside. He gets a block, gets it down to about the 17-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and about 4.
Several Buffaloes on the tackle. Looks like Moreno came in to finish it off from the secondary. Very physical secondary from the Buffaloes.
So 3rd and 4 for the Mustangs. The ball sits at the 17-yard line of Amador.
Hey, Frank, on Sonora, when they first came in the league, people thought they may be out of the league by now. Is that not so?
Well,
I heard it was going to be a couple years, see where it went.
There's another inside. Oh, great play by number 4 from Amador. Flores is dropped for a loss.
Number 4, Brandon Cook.
Boy, he came through. It was a little delayed counter action that they tried to give it to Flores coming through there. And just a great play by Brandon Flores. That ball's all the way back to the 22-yard line. It's going to set up a 4th down and call it 4. They're going to try for a field goal.
Looks like Andrew Hernandez on the hold.
It'll be a 33-yarder. Ball will be put down to the 23-yard line.
Jake, who's the kicker?
Good snap. The kick is up, and it's good.
Oh, they're
Oh,
going to
no, they missed it left. Wide left.
Wyatt Elmore on the kick. Plenty of foot, but yeah, just a little left.
Wide left, so Amador holds, and they're going to take over on downs here for their first series, 1st and 10. Argonaut mounted a pretty good drive all the way down, got stalled, started at their 28-yard line. And so that ball is going to be placed at the 20-yard line according to high school rules, where Amador will have it 1st and 10.
And this change of possession brought to you by BG's Lounge and Melon Face.
All right, here comes Amador to the line for the first time tonight. Burns is under center. Reese Gilmore, Dalen Thetford. Thetford gets the first handoff. He's breaking tackles. He gets it up to about the 25-yard line. A gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 for the Buffs.
Amador played very strong there at the end, but Argonaut showed a little bit of big play potential on their drive, Frank, that long run right there. Let's see what they can do defensively now, the Mustangs.
Well, they want to contain the edges. They want to keep Thetford between the tackles. He had the tendency to start getting jumpy back and forth, which takes his speed away, and he also stands up a little tall when he starts to do that. So that's going to be a key to not let him get the edge. So Burns under center. Thetford the lone back. Again, it's going to give to Thetford. He comes off this right side. He's got some room. Gets the first down over the 30-yard line. Brought down at about the 33. That'll be a first down for Amador.
I believe that was Hernandez on the tackle.
Yeah, the right side of the defensive line got caught inside. Thetford had room to get around the edge. Enough for the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line for Amador. Gilmore, the lone back behind Burns. Thetford's going to be in the slot out to the right, along with Keeter. Burns under center. Oh, fumbled the snap. He picks it back up. He's back. He's scrambling to his right. Gets hit, falls forward to about the 37-yard line. Fumbled the snap and did a good job of picking it up and eliminating the turnover, and was able to convert that to a gain of a couple of yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 6.
Hey, Frank, the far corner over there, is that Johnny White? It looks like 33, far side.
Yes, it is. All the way on the other side of the field. Johnny White on that side.
These numbers are hard to make
Hernandez
out, guys.
on this side.
So we're going to try to keep positions. It looks like Kramer at safety.
Gilmore and Thetford in an I formation. Burns under center. In motion, Keeter. He stops. Second man through to Thetford. Dancing, trying to bump it outside. He's in trouble. Sacked for a loss.
And he ran back about 2 yards on that, trying to get deeper and outside, and cost himself a couple.
Nice penetration there by the Argonaut defense. Number 92, I believe that's Derek Fleming, was in there to knock it back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd down and 10 for the Buffaloes. I formation was set up there. They faked it to Gilmore, gave it to Thetford. He bounced it out, trying to get around the right side. There was nothing inside. Nice job by Fleming to hold his position, drop him for a loss. 3rd and long for the Buffs. Same formation. Gilmore and Thetford behind Burns under center. Burns wants to throw. He's back. He looks. He's looking for Keeter. I believe it's complete. Complete to Keeter at the 45-yard line. That'll be enough for a first down for the Buffs, so that'll move the chain. Keeter just did a little down and out route. He was wide open as White was playing him a little bit soft. Good pitch and catch from Burns to Keeter. First down for the Buffs at the 45-yard line.
So 5 minutes, 10 seconds left to go in the first quarter. No score.
Oh, another fumble from center. Burns just falls on it. That'll be a loss of about 3 on the play. So on this drive, that's the second fumbled snap that we've seen. Loss of 2 on the play is where they're going to spot it. It'll be 2nd down and 12. Amador that time set up in a little offset eye. Don't know what the play was going to be. Burns was not able to handle the snap. It'll be
that's
down
the
and 12.
second time they put it on the ground, Frank, in the first drive. Something we've seen from Amador is they'll cost themselves at times.
Offset eye again, same formation. Reese Gilmore just to the left of Burns. Another fumble. Thetford picks it up. He's trying to get around the right side. Hit. And finally brought down, knocked out of bounds at about the 44. gets back almost to the original line of scrimmage, but another fumbled snap.
That looked like Burns just dropped that one. Looks like he came up with it.
Yeah, it looked like he came out of the center away, and he just mishandled the ball.
So the third dropped snap on the first drive.
It's a big game. I don't know if it's nerves or whatever. You just got to settle in here. The ball's going to be set at the 43-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and along 11.
Speaking of nerves, if you were on the Amador coaching staff, would you be a little nervous the way that Thetford's kind of holding that ball out there, trying to put it out? I bet you Thetford fumbles once or twice tonight if he keeps that up.
Yeah, Burns going to go to the shotgun. He wants to throw. Pressured. He throws it earlier than he wants to. Hit and wrapped up. Well short of the first down. It's going to be 4th down and long for Amador.
That was a really nice play. I believe that was number 20, Cade Collins for the Mustangs. Came up, put a nice hit on him after he caught it. Looked like he may bounce off, but Collins was able to hang on to the jersey and did a really nice job there.
Well, it was nice pressure coming from the left side of the defensive line. There's a penalty flag against Argonaut. It's going to be an automatic 1st down. It looks like a personal foul. They're marching a lot of yards off.
Folks, we still have 3:31 left to go in the first quarter. Sponsored tonight by Central State Credit Union. Amador's got a 1st down here. Ball on the 38-yard line.
Personal foul against the Mustangs. They had held him. It was going to be 4th and long, 15 yards and an automatic 1st down. Ball at the 37-yard. A fumbled snap again. This time he picks it up and hands it back to Thetford, and he is buried at the 40-yard line for a loss.
They might call it 21 ramage on a face mask there. It looks like his hand just barely brushed across it, but they're going to call that, I think.
Yeah, there was a flag on the field. There was another fumbled snap by Burns.
I don't know if this is a new center. We got to check the number
here. Yeah, they're going to call a face mask.
At this point in the season, there's really no excuse for Burns to be putting the ball on the deck this many times. They're lucky to have got that play off, but we don't know if it's the center, the quarterback, what's going on. Is this a new center? We just don't know.
Well, it's the fourth time on this possession. Ball's going to be placed at the 36-yard line after the 5-yard face mask penalty, so it'll still remain 1st down. Burns again in the shotgun. He's back. He's getting pressure from the right side. He's hit. Ball's up in the air. Incomplete.
Thetford just dropped it, huh, Frank?
Burns got hammered by Derek Fleming right when he was releasing the ball. The ball was just up in the air, and when that ball starts turning in a funny way, it's hard to catch, and Thetford just couldn't pull it in.
Nice job to even get to it, though.
Well, he just happened to be in the right spot.
Yeah,
that wasn't where it was intended. That ball just shot up in the air.
Not at all.
As he got hit by Fleming, and when that ball starts flipping around that way, it's not so easy to catch. So it's going to be 2nd down and 8 for Amador after the incompletion.
Still no score, first quarter, 3 minutes left.
Burns back under center. This time he pitches out to Thetford, trying to get around the right side. He's looking for room. Hit and brought down right at the 35-yard line. So a gain of about 3 on the play.
And looks like half the Mustang defense on the tackle.
But it'll be 3rd down. And, you know, Thetford with his speed needs to quit dancing around so much. He needed to just head to that sideline and get what he could with all of his speed instead of trying to pick his way apart through there with all the defense
If he would hit the hole, he's done it many times. But, yeah, if he'd hit the hole the way Vieira was hitting it for the Mustangs, I think there'd be some points on the board here possibly.
So 3rd down and 7 for the Buffaloes. Ball sitting right at the 35-yard line. Burns again under center. He's going to hand it to the first man through. That's Reese Gilmore. Gets it up to the 30-yard line. It'll be 4th down.
And now we're down to almost 2 minutes here to go in the first quarter. You know what, Frank? They haven't really been running it between the tackles a lot. You've been seeing Amador pitch and trying to get outside, use Thetford's speed. I wonder if that's something they're seeing with the Mustangs or if it's just trying to utilize that speed and space.
Well, if you remember when we did our last Amador game, they did that trying to get outside. And then all of a sudden they handed that inside quick handoff, and we saw Gilmore go 46 yards for a touchdown. So just trying to stretch that defense a little bit. 4th down, and Amador's going to go for it. Burns is under center. Mustangs are
They're trying to get him to jump on this.
In the box. They're going to call a timeout. Amador's going to call a timeout.
So now they've got a choice here. What's that, about a 47-yard field goal we're looking at?
No, they're not going to kick that, but I think you're in 4-down territory here to the 30-yard line. What are you going to get on the punt?
4th down and 2. We're going to take a quick break. Timeout on the field. We'll be back. First quarter action sponsored today by Central State Credit Union. And we are back at Amador High School, KVGC Motherlode League football action. The big game, the game of the week here from Amador. The Buffaloes hosting the Mustangs. Amador has the ball at the 30, 4th and 2, a minute 37, no score in the first quarter.
Burns under center. Going to give it to, no, Burns going to keep it. He's rolling this way, he's looking to throw, complete.
He might not have got it though,
I
Frank.
think he did. Oh no, where are they going to spot that? Oh yeah, they got it just enough for the first down. Reese Gilmore on the completion to the 25-yard line, just enough for the first down. Amador's going to have it 1st and 10.
Talk about a gutsy play. You got your right-handed quarterback rolling to his left and throwing to a man in the flat on 4th and 2. Very gutsy call by the Buffaloes, but he was wide open. Burns put it where it needed to be, and Gilmore got to the sticks. So
well, it was Keeter. Actually, in both of the passes that have been completed were the same routes, where the DBs are just playing a little off, not letting anybody get behind them.
They do play deep, Argonauts.
Well,
DBs,
they've been burned deep. Burns wants to throw again. He's looking. He's in trouble. Sacked. Loss on the play back to the 30-yard line. A loss of 5 on the play.
You know, one thing I always say about Burns is he makes good decisions. I'd feel comfortable if he was my quarterback as a coach. He's got a good arm. He's accurate. But a good play right there. They had a curl over here on the right side of the field. If he would have forced it, most likely would have been a pick 6. He pulled it down, just tried to get positive yards. So, you know, it is a sack, but at least your quarterback's not throwing it into coverage.
Well, I really think he was looking for Keeter on the wheel route, and he just got too much pressure. A lot of pressure being supplied on the pass rush from the Mustangs so far. This time it's handoff to Thetford. Fleming missed him. He breaks another tackle. Now he's in trouble. Dropped for a big loss.
Suplexed by big number 55. That is Aaron Braswell for the Mustangs.
Big loss on the play. That play did not go where it wanted to go, and Thetford tried to make something out of it and retreated. Ended up with a big loss. There's 24 seconds left in the quarter. I'm not sure they're going to get this play off.
Looked like WWE right there, Jake, or WWF, brother.
It's 3rd and long now for Amador. 10 seconds. I don't know how much time they've got left before on the play clock.
They might not even get this snap off. 4, 3. Burns has 2 seconds. Get it off.
He snaps it. Burns wants to throw. He looks to this side. Wide open to Keeter. Going to be well short of the first down, but a good completion. Keeter was wide open again.
It's actually McCooey.
Or McCooey, number 42?
Yeah.
McCoy.
Or McCoy, that's right. We've got that before.
McCoy.
And again, guys, we do have a hard time. Amador has pewter uniforms with pewter numbers with a white outline. It's difficult to see. Argonaut has these camo, so we're doing our best. We may get the wrong name or number here a few times tonight.
All right, it's the end of the first quarter. We're going to send it back to the studios for a quick break. We'll be back for quarter number 2. The score, Amador 0, Argonaut 0. All right, we're back. I want to give a little correction on that. I think the other 2 completions also went to number 42. That's McCoy. Keeter is number 21, so we want to give proper credit there. This is going to be 4th down for Amador.
13-0.
Let's see where they set up the sticks here.
Hey, Frank, really quick, a Calaveras Lumber Ace Hardware scoring update. Bret Hart is now up 13-0 on Calaveras.
All right, so Amador now is going to try a field goal, almost the exact same distance that Argonaut tried on their last possession. They're going to spot the ball at about the 23-yard line. It'll be a 33-yard kick from number 7, Herrera. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up.
It was deep enough, but
and it's good.
Oh, it was good, huh?
So a 33-yard field goal from Herrera.
So that gets Amador on the board first, 3-0 here from Sutter Creek. Amador High School, the Buffaloes hit first, 3-0. Mustangs will now get the ball back. So let's take a quick break, and we'll send it back to the studio, send it back to us. Today's second quarter is brought to us by Jackson Tire. And we're back here at Amador High School. Buffalo's getting ready to kick the ball off after that field goal. And want to remind you, every change of possession throughout the season brought to us by the BG Lounge and Mellon Faze in Jackson.
So Johnny White is not back. It's Kate Collins, Andrew Hernandez, and Trevor Ramage are the 3 deep man for Amador, and Herrera kicked it over everybody's head into the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Another scoring update sponsored by Calaveras Lumber, Ace Hardware. Sonora still up on Somerville. It is now 22-0 in that ball game. Now, Frank, check this one out. 13-0 Bret Hart over Calaveras. First quarter action.
Wow.
Or excuse me, second quarter now.
That would be the biggest win in Bret Hart football history in probably 15 years at least.
Maybe 20.
15 years. They had a pretty good team in 01. That big back, if you remember. All right, Argonaut has first attempt at the 20-yard line. Vieira goes in motion. Albiani in an empty backfield. Hands it off. That's Johnny White fighting forward. Gets across the 25, almost just short of the first down. Good run by White up to about the 29-yard line. It'll set up a 2nd and 1.
Real nice hole by the offensive line. Really no one touched him to the second level there. Real hard running by White. You know, the Mustangs have a lot of depth at running back. You're going to hear us calling a few different names where we'll primarily say Gilmore or mostly Thetford for Amador. You're going to hear White. You're going to hear Ramage. You're going to hear a few of these guys.
Mason Flores, Mikey Vieira.
All very capable backs.
2nd down and 1. Albiani in the shotgun. Mikey Vieira, the lone back behind him. Johnny White comes in motion this side. Gives it to Vieira. Gets across. He fumbles. He fell back on it. He's got the first down. He fumbled at about the 30-yard line. Climbed back on it about the 31. It'll be a first down for Argonaut. So that'll move the sticks. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Mustangs at the 31-yard line. Vieira had it stripped away as he coming across this side, fighting to get that first down. So new set of downs for the Mustangs.
3 minutes left, 11 minutes left, 3-0. Amador.
All right, Johnny White on the right wing. Mason Flores. Vieira goes into motion. Empty backfield for Albiani. He wants to throw. He throws it complete.
Johnny White.
That is to Johnny White to the 35-yard line. Gain of 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 6. So Johnny White just came from the wing position, just got in that zone and just stopped. Completed pass, gain of 4, 2nd and 6 for the Mustangs.
And 10 minutes left to go here for a second quarter now, sponsored today by Jackson Tire.
All right, here we go. Albiani again in the shotgun. He wants to throw. He throws a quick one out here to Albiani. A pitch back to Vieira. Vieira gets across the 40, trying to stay in bounds, goes out of bounds.
And you know what? As he was hit, Frank, the ball came out, but went out of bounds.
Well, he was already out of bounds before the contact even happened. It's going to be marked at about the 43-yard line. That'll be enough for a first down. Move the chains again. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Mustangs at the 43. We saw that play from them last week in the second half at Calaveras. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Mason Flores in motion. He's got it, trying to get around the right side. Cuts it up, knocked down short of the 45-yard line. Number 21 and number 66 in on the tackle for Amador. That, I believe, is Keeter, number 21, and number 66 is Logan Hawkins.
Hey, quick shout out to Andrew. Andrew from Calaveras Lumber, Ace Hardware is listening to us tonight. So, hey, Andrew, what's up? We always thank you for the sponsorship. Quick scoring update, still 13-7, Bret Hart over Calaveras.
2nd down and 8. Albiani again in the shotgun. Inside handoff on a counter to Johnny White. Flores to White. Gets it up, brought down just shy of the 50-yard line.
You know, that was actually their inside reverse play, double handoff, and Argonaut executes that play so well. That second handoff almost comes right after the first. Their timing is just perfect on that reverse.
3rd down and 4 for the Mustangs. Ball just resting west of the 50-yard line as Argonaut's moving from our right to our left on your radio dial. Mason Flores, Albiani wants to keep it.
Perfect,
He cuts it up inside, gets hit, keeps going forward, driving the big guy up to the 45-yard line. That's going to be a first down for the Mustangs. He's a big, strong young man.
And he made the perfect read right there to take it upfield rather than to string it out and look for the pitch man. There was two guys out there. The pitch wasn't there. He took it up at the first chance he could. Really great play by Albiani. We have 8 minutes and 25 seconds left to go in the second quarter in the first half. 3-0 Amador over Argonaut. Today's second quarter brought to us by Jackson Tire.
Jackson Tire, Bavaro family,
Hey,
Phil,
hey.
Wendy, Kirst, all the gang down there. That's where I take my cars. You should too.
Shout out
Jackson
Al,
Tire.
too, at Jackson
Oh,
Tire.
Big Al, of course.
Great dude.
Inside handoff to White. He spins forward. Oh, boy, that ball came loose. He got it over to about up to the 42, 43-yard line where they're going to spot it. It'll be second down, short gain on the play.
You know what I like about that, Frank? That was just the one handoff, but they ran it the same as the reverse with the two backs. So when you see both of those backs coming, you don't know. You can't key and say, oh, there's the reverse.
Second down and 8 for the Mustangs. White in motion. Albiani rolling to his right. He pitches it back to the air this time. Great penetration that time by the Amador defense. Run out of bounds by McCoy.
Pitchman got a little deep on that, I think, Frank. Pitched it maybe 2 yards deep. Should have probably been right with Albiani.
Well,
And,
loss of 4 on the play. It'll set up 3rd and 12 for the Mustangs.
So 7 minutes left in the first half. Amador up 3-0. Argonaut with the ball. Argonaut is executing. Nice drive so far.
3rd down and 12 for the Mustangs. Johnny White in motion. He's coming around this side, trying to get the left corner. Pursuit, cuts it up, breaks one tackle, gets inside the 40. He's still on his feet. Wait, he's out of bounds. He was heading to the end zone, but he stepped out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. That is going to be about 2 yards short of the first down.
I finally figured out who Johnny White looks like. It looks like, if you're familiar with MMA, it looks like Uriah Faber out there running with the helmet on. A little shorter, kind of stocky, built kid, cool guy. Got the hair showing.
Albiani's over talking to the officials on this side. It's going to be 4th and 2 for the Mustangs. The ball's going to be at the 36-yard line.
And White just barely stepped out, Frank. Oh, they're calling something here. They're calling a personal foul against the Mustangs?
They sure are. 15 yards.
And that's a huge play here in the second quarter. I didn't even see the flag on the field, but 6 minutes and 39 seconds left in the first half. Second quarter sponsored by Jackson Tire. Amador still has that lead, 3-0. Really, I was asked what I thought. I thought it'd be close, but I thought it would be an offensive game. I didn't realize it would be a defensive matchup here. We're still early in the game, but only 3-0. Amador up on the Mustang.
Well, you know, that's the
Or on the
second
Buffaloes.
personal foul. I did not see either one of them. That's got to be some yakking going on down there, I got to think.
You know, we got a Calaveras Lumber Ace Hardware scoring update. If I can get this out accurately, Amador 3, Argonaut nothing. Sonora is now up 29-7 over Somerville's second quarter, while the Bret Hart game is still at 13-7. Bret Hart leading Calaveras.
All right, it must have that foul must have occurred during the play because they're getting 3rd down over. I thought it was after the play, and it'll be 4th. So it'll be 3rd down and 16 for the Mustangs. Still don't know what that was. Mason Flores in motion. Albiani wants to throw. He's looking. He's got time. Now he's in trouble. He launches it deep. He's got a receiver out there. Caught down to about the 1-yard line. Completed to Mason Flores.
And Frank, that was a 4th down play right there.
No, it was 3rd down.
3rd down play. Mustang converted. Would have brought up a long 4th down if incomplete. We're going to call that your utility telecom call of the game.
Albiani had nothing but time, and Flores got behind the defender and just caught the ball and fell down at the 1-yard line. I'm pretty sure that was Mason Flores, number 23. We'll have to relook at the tape. 33-23 looks alike. I think it was Mason Flores. I've got my cameraman over here. He's got a lot younger eyes than me, although he told me he had an eye stigmatism, so I'm not sure I should trust him. First down and goal from the 1 yard line. Albiani's going to keep it. He pounds it forward. Touchdown, Mustangs.
You know what? I'm sitting here right before that third down play. Again, that would have put the Mustangs, had they not completed that at a fourth and very long, most likely would have punted the ball back to Amador. That's why we're calling it earlier. But I'm thinking our call of the game by Utility Telecom might end up being a defensive stop, and then Albiani to either Flores or White once we straighten it out. That, again, is your Utility Telecom call of the game.
80-yard drive by Argonaut. Big play on third down and long. Albiani to either 23 or 33. We'll get it straightened out. The extra point is good. Look at the scoreboard. 6:06 to play in the first half. It's Argonaut 7, Amador 3.
Back to the studio, Jim. Let's check in with our sponsor, Jackson Tire. And we're back here at Amador High School. As Frank and I were just saying on that throw Albiani made, he did a great job, great composure in the pocket. He kept his feet moving. He had to move a little to the right. He shifted in the pocket 2 or 3 times. Really good protection by the Mustangs, but great ball, great catch.
That was a beautiful pass.
And a diving catch.
I mean, that was right on the money all the way down to the 1. Albiani puts it in from there.
Best throw I've seen Albiani make all season.
Wow, impressive. All right, we got a good one, just like we thought. 7-3 Mustangs. Elmore with the kick all the way back to the goal line. It's going to be fielded. Coming out to the 20, to the 25, to the 30. He breaks the tackle to the 40. Got the kicker to beat to the 50. Spins inside. Finally brought down.
That's how you answer a play and a score like that by the Mustangs. Getting the kickoff back, Keeter takes it all the way to the Argonaut side of the field, and I think that's going to be at about the 43-yard line.
43. That was, he fielded that right at the goal line, so it was a 57-yard return by Keeter, where Amador will have it 1st and 10 from the Argonaut 43-yard line.
So 5 minutes and 55 seconds left to go in the first half. 3-0 Amador over, 3-7 Argonaut over Amador.
All right, Burns under center. Give the number 21. That's Keeter. Gets forward to about the 41-yard line for a gain of a couple. Be second down for the Mustangs, for the Buffaloes.
Best case scenario for Amador here is to run some clock off and score, and hopefully not give the Mustangs a chance. But the way they do score, wouldn't be surprised to see something quick. Amador will get the ball back after the half.
So the ball sits at the 41-yard line. It'll be second down and 8 for the Buffs.
Hey, Frank, a quick scoring update brought to us by Calaveras Lumber Ace Hardware. Bret Hart is now up 19-7 over Calaveras in the second quarter. 29-7 Sonora game over Somerville.
Gilmore and Thedford in the backfield. Give to Thedford, second man through. Hit almost immediately, falls forward across the 40-yard line.
That ball came out, Frank.
Argonaut's got it.
Argonaut ripped it out.
Thedford got hit, ripped it out, and Argonaut recovered the fumble at the 39-yard line.
I'm telling you, he's careless. He's playing careless at this point. He's trying to do too much. Thedford needs to secure the ball, and he's just holding it too far away from his body. There were 3 Mustangs on him. He's trying to push forward. Hold the ball away from his body.
They're waving off the flag. Argonaut recovers the fumble. Thedford carrying that ball like a loaf of bread, gives it up on the sidelines, recovered by Argonaut. Argonaut's going to have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Big play right there.
Thedford's got his helmet off. He's complaining on the field. I think maybe he thought it should have been a call for progress as he was stood up. But nice job of the Mustangs ripping the ball right out of his hand.
Wow, big play right there. After that big kickoff return, Amador was in good position, and then they give it right up on the first play. Albiani in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Johnny White in motion. He's got the ball. He gets across the 40, still on his feet, to the 45, still going forward, knocked out of bounds at about the 48-yard line, close to the first down. Think he's going to be a little bit short. Nice running by Johnny White. He's so instinctive. I love watching him run. He really goes behind his blocks, and he sees his blocks well.
I'm going back 20 years probably here. He reminds me of a guy named Stevie Machado that used to play for Argonaut, a shorter back who does a really good job of staying behind his blockers. Then when daylight's there, boom. hits it, and White got out, and he stayed behind his blocker and did a really good job, positive yards, almost a first down there.
Gain of 9 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 1 for the Mustangs. Give to number 21 going around the right side.
I believe
That
that's
is Ramage. There's a flag on the play. Late flag.
Now, if against the Buffaloes, it is a first down for the Mustangs.
In that area, that's usually a holding call.
Been a lot of face mask penalties tonight, too, though.
Well, we only had 2 5-yarders against Argonaut. Let's see what the call is. It is going to be holding against Argonaut. That flag in that area is almost always a holding call. That's going to be from the point of the infraction, which is about at the 49-yard line. That's going to back them up 10 yards.
A quick Calaveras Lumber Ace Hardware scoring update, 19-14. Proust just scored from 70 yards out on a nice reverse by Calaveras. Put that game a little bit closer. Again, 19-14. Bret Hart up as first half coming to a close.
All right, after the penalty, Argonaut's going to have it 2nd and 10. In motion goes Ramage, second man through, and there is absolutely nothing going on. That was Reese Gilmore on the tackle.
Trying to find out who the handoff went to. I believe that was Flores, number 23.
Well, I'm curious. All of a sudden, we don't see Mikey Vieira back there. I'm looking on the sidelines over there. I don't know if something happened to number 40.
Honestly, if it was me, I'd have Vieira and White carrying the ball most of the time.
I see Vieira. He looks like he's good. He's standing on the sidelines. The coach is talking to him. It'll be 3rd down and 12 for the Mustangs.
Pretty quick moving game, too. Just over 3 minutes left to go here in the first half.
That looked like Ramage deep in the backfield. No, Mason Flores, you're right. Albiani wants to throw. He's got a receiver. Caught! He's got the 40. He's got the 35, the 30, the 25, the 20. Finally brought down just short of the 10-yard line.
That was Andrew Hernandez, I believe, Frank, number 22 for the Mustangs.
You know, that was a pretty good defense. He did a good job getting his hands out and catching that ball.
And shielding the defender with his body.
From the defender. Yeah. Another great throw by Albiani to Hernandez all the way down to the 11-yard line. And Argonaut's back in business, 1st and 10 from the 11.
You know, we see things the same. What I saw there, too, is a nice throw by Albiani, but a much better play by the receiver using his body to keep the defender away and catching it with his hands, as Frank said. A great play all the way around.
All right, 1st and 10 for Argonaut from the 11. Johnny White in motion. He's got the ball. He's hit almost immediately. He falls forward to about the 10, maybe a gain of 1 on the play. Be 2nd down and 9 for the Mustangs. You know, the impressive part about that is you teach receivers, don't catch the ball on your body, catch it with your hands. And Hernandez extended his hands out. He had the defender behind him, so he had his body defending him, and then he had the length of his arms to keep the defender's hands away, and he reached out and caught it. Just a great throw, great catch. Nice job. All right, 2nd down and 9 for the Mustangs. Ball sits at the 10-yard line. They can get a first down without scoring the touchdown. Vieira still out of the game. Albiani wants to keep it, cuts inside. He's to the 10, falls forward, gains a couple on the play.
And this here, Frank, big drive for the Mustangs. The clock's getting down close to 2 minutes. Amador will get the ball back. They won, deferred. Argonaut elected to receive at the start of the ball game. So Amador's getting it back after the half. If Argonaut can go in with a 14-3 lead, that's huge. Again, giving the ball back to the Buffaloes.
Well, 3rd down. Here the ball sits at just outside, in between the 7 and 8 yard line.
Still 7-3 Mustangs.
So Mason Flores, the back behind Albiani. Johnny White, fumble snap, high snap. Albiani got it, but he was hit immediately, lost all the way back to the 14-yard line. It's going to be 4th down, and I believe they're going to send Elmore back in for a field goal.
Huge stand by the Buffaloes. 1 minute and 25 seconds left to go in the first half. Today's second half has been brought to us by Jackson Tire. First quarter was sponsored by Central State Credit Union. Stay tuned. We got your Jackson Rancheria Mark Twain Medical Center halftime report coming up.
Little bit of a high snap, and Albiani fumbled it and just threw the timing of that play off. Elmore is going to kick it from the 19-yard line, 29-yard field goal attempt. Good hold. kicks up,
The line drive.
and it's no good. He missed it left.
You know, it's really difficult to see when you're on the side of the field when these are left or right. He definitely had enough leg on it, but just
You know, it
barely
looked
missed
like it was a good snap and a good hold, and he's just not getting the loft on it like we've seen before, maybe kicking a little too hard. It's kind of like a golf shot.
Yeah.
When you grip it with your left hand and you try to yank it, you're always going to hook it, right?
Yep.
And that looked like exactly what he did there. Both times, both field goal attempts, he missed left.
Yep.
And that's just tensing up and not staying with your rhythm. He can kick it twice as far as he had to right there. All you got to do is it's all about timing, and he just tensed up a little bit, hooked it to the left. Looks like one of my tee shots sometimes.
There's a reason I play with a 5-wood off the box, Frank.
All right, Amador's going to take over 1st and 10 for the 20-yard line. There's 57 seconds left in the half.
And there was a timeout on the field, Frank, so we're going to take this opportunity. We haven't got a lot here for Jackson Tire. This second quarter's been moving pretty good. So let's take a quick break. We'll check in with Jackson Tire, and then we'll come back here to Amador High. 7-0, Argonaut over Amador.
7. All right, we're back. We've got 57 seconds left here to go in the first half. Amador takes over 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line on the second missed field goal by Argonaut.
Hey, I want to thank Jim back at the studio for not sending us updates on the Giants game. I have it on DVR. Giants playoff action right now.
All right, here we go.
That's actually a shout out to all my friends listening not to send those texts here to the booth.
I'm going to turn on my phone and look at my app.
I know.
And
And
see
you're
the score in just any
Well,
second.
I told Jake not to say yay or oh no.
Oh, hit in the backfield. Thedford dropped for a huge loss all the way back to about the 7-yard line. I don't know what that play was supposed to be. But again, Thedford's got the ball flying out here loose. That thing almost came loose again.
You know what I'm wondering, if that was supposed to be a halfback pass or if Thetford had the sense of mind to say, look how many guys are coming at me. If I can get outside the tackle, I can throw it away and save a 5+. I don't know what he was thinking. I'm just wondering here. But, yeah, you're right. It was way out there like a quarterback trying to throw the ball.
Amador's going to be satisfied taking this to halftime. They're letting the clock run out. I think they're just going to do a kneel down and take it to halftime, getting the ball back to start the second half 7-3. They have just been off their mark. They've put the ball on the ground 4 or 5 times tonight already. Now there's a timeout by Amador with 10 seconds left to go in the half.
And you know what? We'll keep it here instead of sending it back to the studio for a break. Yeah, right there, Amador. Don't know quite what Thetford was.
Well, you can't carry those timeouts
play.
to the second half. I'm not really sure why you called the timeout there, unless they just want to settle down and maybe they'll take a long shot. What the heck? 10.3 seconds left to go in the half. 7-3 Argonaut here in this big game 2016 version.
And again, Amador will get the ball back after the half, so nothing wrong with taking it into halftime, keeping this at only a 4-point deficit as they'll have the first shot in the second half. But we'll see what their plan is.
Coach Baker's got them over on the sidelines, and I got to say they're going to take a shot.
I would think so, calling a timeout.
I mean, if you weren't going to call a timeout, just kneel it down. It's only second down. I mean, Argonaut could call a timeout, and they can kneel it down again and call a timeout. There's still not enough time and not enough timeouts to have to do something. But calling a timeout out there, I'm guessing they're going to take a shot. You know, run a streak and let her fly and hope it's not a pick six.
Exactly.
So Burns going to go back in the shotgun. 10.3 seconds left in the half. Burns wants to throw. He's looking. He's going to launch one deep, way underthrown. Incomplete. Hernandez was out of bounds.
Still 5 seconds left now.
5 seconds left. He just couldn't get it as far as the receiver was.
One thing I say, he doesn't have the arm that Albiani has, but I say that Burns makes good decisions, and the Amador coaching staff must have a lot of confidence in this young man with 10 seconds left inside the 15-yard line, or excuse me, inside the 20, to let him throw the ball. They must trust he's going to make a good decision.
He just couldn't throw it far enough.
He couldn't get it on there. He just on that
His
throw right
receiver was all the way up at the 40-yard line, and he just couldn't get it there. It was a good 10 yards underthrown. So now he's under center. Handoff, 2 seconds, 1 second. That'll do it for the halftime, and that'll end the first half. Look at the scoreboard. Argonaut Mustangs 7, Amador Buffaloes 3. We're going to send it back to the studios, and we'll be back. after this.
And we're back here at Amador High School, the home of the Buffaloes, Sutter Creek, beautiful Sutter Creek, California. And the Argonaut Mustangs have the lead here going into half, 7-3. This is your Mark Twain Medical Center, Jackson Rancheria Casino Resort halftime show. And I'll tell you what, Frank, pretty much what we thought, a close game, but a little less scoring than at least I thought we'd have here in the first half.
Well, you know, it was interesting how this game has gone. Amador, for whatever reason, has really been loose with the football. They've fumbled the ball, I think, 5 times here in that first half. You know, their only score was on a field goal, and Argonaut on the other side, they've got a lot of first downs and got a lot of chunks of yardage. They scored the 1 touchdown on a 1-yard run from Albiani after that long pass completion. I think it was to Mason Flores, maybe it was Johnny White. Beautiful throw and catch for the Mustangs. However, Argonaut missed 2 short field goals.
They did.
Missed them both left. So really the time possession and the yards and the first downs, Argonaut really dominated, mostly because of the fumbles that was created by Amador. So 7-3 at halftime here. Interesting the way this game has gone.
And 4 of those fumbles were fumbled snaps, quarterback center exchange on the first drive of the game. And like we said, we don't know if that's the center that's been in there all year or not, but you can't have this deep in the season 4 fumbled snaps, not even in a ball game. You shouldn't even have 4 fumbled snaps between the center and the quarterback over the course of league play.
Well, you wouldn't think so. Now, the first 2, it looked like it was fumbled on the exchange. The one after that, it looks like Byrne had it, and when he pulled out, he dropped it. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on. That's not something we've seen from Amador early in the year in the games we've done, but they've been really careless with the football. Dalen Thedford, he's waving that thing around like a loaf of bread.
He is.
I mean, almost daring somebody to take a shot at it. He's put the ball on the ground a couple times tonight already. So, you know, they're going to have to secure that up. They get the ball to start the second half. Anybody's ball game right now at 7-3. So, you know, we got a good one, typical rivalry game.
And you know what? We're going to take a very quick break. We'll check in with our sponsor, Mark Twain Medical Center, the Jackson Rancheria Casino Resort. And we'll be right back here for more halftime from Amador High. And we're back here at Amador High School. Just got to say hi to our old news director, Susie Reynolds, and big Amador High School supporter. That was pretty cool. So people are making their way up to the booth saying hi to us. You know, it's a great game, Frank. We've got a 7-3 score. Argonaut is ahead. I almost forgot, to be honest with you, until you said they did miss 2 field goals in the first half. So this could very well be a 13-3 ball game. But
and it wasn't because of distance. Certainly making the field goals by Elmore just tightened up a little bit, missed them both left. And so Argonaut was in position to score 3 different times. And so they really dominated field position, time of possession, first downs in that first half, but we're only able to come away with 7 points.
And Amador gets the ball back first here in the second half. We'll see what they can do. Argonaut has eliminated, for the most part, those big plays that Frank's talked about. And Jake and I actually had the conversation on the way over here tonight. That is how Amador scores. You've heard Frank say it in the Pigskin preview. You've heard us say it on the air. If you've listened to the Amador games, they score in chunks. They don't have 80-yard drives. I can't remember the last time we saw Amador go farther than 60 yards, multiple plays in a drive. But, hey, they score. They put points on the board. They've shown us they can score over 50 points. They've done it in several ball games this season, so they've got the offensive firepower to come back. But Argonaut's defense is looking really tough right now.
Well, but that's the thing. But the other thing is, look, as I said before in the pregame, the most impressive thing for me for this Amador team is that defense. I mean, they fly to the football.
They do.
So, you know, that's what it's going to be in the second half. If Argonaut can continue to get first downs, drain that clock down, keep those shock plays off the field by keeping the speed of Amador on the sidelines, they're going to be in pretty good shape.
They're going to do pretty well. Now, Jake was reminding us about the rotary bell.
Well, the rotary bell, for those of you that don't know, and for a number of years I gave it out, the rotary bell is a bell that is exchanged between the winning teams every year. It has all the scores. There's 4 sides of the bell, and it has every score from the games back to the early 1900s since this rivalry started.
Oh, so all the way back to the Jackson High School.
All the way back.
Amador.
Even way back some years, they even played this game twice.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
Yeah, and I believe there was one year that they missed.
Now,
anyway,
has the bell gone the whole time, Frank, or did they get in a certain year and put the past dates onto it?
It disappeared because I'm in Rotary.
Yeah.
The bell disappeared, and the club wanted to recreate it, so they redid another bell, went back and got all the scores.
Wow.
and recreated it. And like I said, Argonaut had it for 10 years. 10 years in a row. Amador now has had it for the last 3. The bell is here tonight in the parade. Those of you that were at the Amador parade on Wednesday night, right in front of the line, the bell was held up. I don't remember the player. That thing, and I tell you what, Ricky Davis wants it back.
How big is it,
Coach
Frank?
Baker doesn't want it. It's about yay big square on a wooden plank, and it has all the scores on it. Then a regular gold bell with the rotary emblem right on top.
Couple of feet tall, foot and a half?
Maybe a foot.
Maybe, okay.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's very cool, and it's a big deal.
Yeah.
And we used to give it out. I used to give it out as representative Rotary after every game. But then what they decided, and I think this is really cool, that if it exchanges schools, the coach of the losing team that has the bell has to hand it over.
You know what?
To the other coach.
Like
and
the
I
Masters,
think that's really cool.
I always like when the previous champion just lost a tournament and has to put the jacket on the next guy. You know, I bet he loves doing that.
So anyway, the bell now sits on the side of Amador.
Okay.
Billy Davis has it firmly entrenched on this bench, and he's had it for 3 years. We're going to see if they keep it here in Sutter Creek or if it's heading back to Jackson in 24 more minutes of play.
Nostradamus here. I'm going to say that my call for the second half, I say that pretty much what we saw in the first half. I think Argonaut's defense is going to hold them. I would say Argonaut's going to take that bell back, but we got a whole half of football to go, and we had a good first half, and I can't wait to see the second.
I'm looking forward to it.
Hey, we're going to send it back to you, Jim, and then we'll come back for the start of the second half. We'll get some sponsors in. Frank and I will take a quick break, and then we'll bring it right back here to Amador High School.
I'm as free as... I'm sorry. I got...
We're making Jake jealous with our singing up here.
Playing a little Freebird. All right, we're getting ready to start the second half. We got a minute and a half left. Here's the kickoff for the second half. Elmore all the way back into the end zone. It's going to be downed for a touchback, and Amador, again, is going to start 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. First and 10, handoff to Thedford, stopped immediately, just gets back to the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10, and boy, have they bottled up Thedford so far.
And they are not letting Thetford run inside those tackles. We've seen Gilmore with a little success, but every time they try to get Thetford between the tackles, it's no going.
Yeah, that Argonaut defense, as I said earlier, you know, the offensive line is not the strength of Amador. It's their speed, and Argonaut has really done a nice job in shutting that speed down. So Burns is under center, 2nd and 10 from the 20-yard line. He wants to throw. He looks. He throws out here complete. Hit almost immediately. Completion on the play, knocked out of bounds by number 20. That's Cade Collins. Number 42, McCoy, on the reception. Move the ball up to about the 27-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 3.
You know, even with that just being a short out pattern, the depth the quarterback has to throw all the way to the sideline to the receiver, it's actually pretty far. Nice throw by Burns, nice catch. One thing I've noticed that both these teams have in common, they've got very physical secondaries. Amador's secondary hits hard, plays hard, so does Argonaut's. And Cade Collins put one heck of a hit to come up on that play.
Well, we got a penalty against Amador. I didn't see, we'll have to look for the call. I didn't see they're going to march it back 10 yards, going to go back to the 15-yard line. I still didn't see the call. The white hat just showed it. So it'll be first.
I believe 12 men on the field was the call.
So it'll be back all the way to the 15-yard line. It'll be second down. So Burns in the shotgun. Keeter to his right. Wants to throw to Thetford, incomplete.
And Hernandez was not fooled. If that ball was thrown lower, Hernandez probably would have picked that, cut Thetford off. Burns looked at him the whole way. Nice play by Hernandez on that.
You know, that's something Amador tried to do last week against Sonora. They tried to get Thetford outside. They put him in the slot, actually put him in the wideout sometimes, in trying to get him the ball away from that strong Sonora defense. Looks like that's what Amador wanted to do this time, but incomplete. It's going to be third down and 15 from the 15-yard line for Amador to start this second half. So Burns again in the shotgun. Keeter to his left, Thetford to his right, high snap. Give it to Thetford. Thetford's got some room. He gets to the 20, brought down short of the first down. It'll be fourth down for Amador, and they're going to bring on the punt team.
And going against what I said earlier, nice run by Thetford actually inside the tackles on that play. High snap. Burns did a good job to get it to him.
Well, I think the Argonaut defense at that point were just playing the sticks, right?
I think so.
You got third down and 15. Everybody was backed off a little bit. You just want to stop them short of that first down. Going to force an Argonaut or an Amador punt. Amador faked the punt last week. It was unsuccessful against Sonora, and Argonaut has no one deep here, thinking they might try that again. Good kick, hits at about the 31-yard line, takes a good Amador bounce, rolls inside the 20. It'll be downed at about the 16-yard line, where Argonaut will take over first and 10 on their first possession of this half.
And this change of possession brought to us by Mellon Faze and the BG Lounge. And speaking of that, Frank, we understand Marcy Gilman just had her baby.
Oh,
so congratulations to Bo, Marcy, all the Gilmans. Of course, Bart and Mara. Pretty happy day for the family there.
Second child of the family?
Mia Faye Gilman. I think that's it. M-I-L-A is how that was sent to me.
All right, here we go. First and 10 for Argonaut. Albiani in the shotgun. Vieira's back in. Second man through. Give to Vieira. Falls forward. Gain of a couple on the play. It's going to be second down. Looks like maybe a pickup of 2. It's going to be second and 8. So Vieira, we saw him. He was out towards the end of the half. He's back in here to start this second half. Second and 8 for the Mustangs from about the 18-yard line. Albiani again in the shotgun. Vieira, the lone back behind him. Johnny White on the wing on this side. Mason Flores comes in motion. It's going to give to Flores. He cuts it up. He gets across. He's got a little room. He's still driving forward. Brought down short of the 25-yard line. Just short of the first down. It's going to be third and short for the Mustangs. Ball's just short of the 25. It's going to be third down and 1.
9:16 left in the third quarter. Moving pretty quickly here. Third quarter action. Argonaut still has the lead and the ball, 7-3. Third quarter brought to us tonight by the Glass Doctor.
All right, third and a short 1 for the Mustangs. Albiani in the shotgun. Big first down here. Keep the drive going. Keep the clock moving. Albiani's going to keep it. He gets the first down and more. Drives forward, brought down at about the 29-yard line. That'll be first and 10 for the Mustangs.
And they're doing a great job here is Argonaut. I like the play calls here. They're able to move 3 or 4 plays, first down, keep the sticks moving, keep the clock moving. Argonaut definitely built to keep a lead once they have it. Again, just under 9 minutes now left to go in the third quarter, but only 4 points, not enough of a lead. They're going to want to put some points on the board here.
All right, first and 10 for Argonaut from the 29-yard line. Mason Flores comes in motion. It's going to give. He's coming to this side. He cuts around the corner. He gets to the 30, cuts it inside the 35, knocked out of bounds on a good tackle.
And Billy Pooh, Frank, he was all the way out here ahead of the play, just flattened his man. Great blocking, the Argonaut lineman all the way up the field. We got a good ball game, folks.
Nice gain on the play by Mason Flores. A gain of 9. It'll be second down and 1. The ball's placed at the 38-yard line. Flores had some room to run around this corner, a nice seal block on this side. So 2nd and 1 for Argonaut from the 38. Same familiar formation. Albiani in the shotgun. Mikey Vieira, the lone back. Johnny White in motion. Give to Vieira straight ahead. He's got the first down and then some. Comes forward to just short of the 45-yard line. They're going to spot it at the 44. Another first down for the Mustangs. They just keep moving those chains. It's going to be just shy of the 45 is where they're going to finally spot it.
Hey, a quick Calaveras Lumber Ace Hardware scoring update. Calaveras is now taking the lead 20-19 over Bret Hart in the third. The last score we got from Sonora was 29-7, second half over Somerville.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Flores goes in motion, fake to him, second man through. Give to Flores, I guess. Boy, that was a good fake. Faked me out. Loss of about 1 on the play. Nothing going on trying to get around that right side.
It's about 7 minutes left to go now in the third. 7-3 Argonaut. Today's third quarter action brought to us by the Glass Doctor. Mark and everybody at the Glass Doctor, we know you're listening. Happy Friday to you, and thanks for continuing your sponsorship with us. Every game here, third quarter action is brought to us by the Glass Doctor.
2nd and 11 for the Mustangs after that loss of 1 on the play. Flores goes in motion, second man through to White. Hit almost immediately. Nice job by the Amador defense. First man there was number 33, it looks like. No, number 13, excuse me.
Number 13 for Amador is James Vega.
No gain on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 11 for the Mustangs. Ball sits on the 44-yard line.
Johnny White, a 3-year varsity player, and usually we see him hit the hole. He tried to stretch that out a little far, missed the hole, and really didn't get much. Had he cut that up inside where the play was supposed to go, probably would have got some positive yards.
Well, it was good, strong penetration by the right side of the Amador defense on that time. It'll set up a 3rd and 11 for Argonaut. Albiani calling the signals. Flores in motion. Albiani wants to throw. He's looking over the middle. High throw, incomplete. Pass intended for White. It'll be 4th down for the Mustangs, and they're going to punt.
Little high, but both hands were on it. Should have caught it, White, but that's going to bring up that 4th down, as Frank said, in a punt. We still got 7-3. Argonaut over Amador, 5 minutes, 49 seconds. This change of possession will be brought to us by the BG Lounge.
Don't
and
punt the ball to Thedford. First punt for Amador or Argonaut. I know they worked on it. Elmore back to punt. The lone back there. Oh, fumbled the snap, and he's tackled. Oh, my. I was just going to say, Elmore hurt his hand earlier in the week, and he had it wrapped up on Wednesday, and they were working on a different type of punt. The hand got better the next day, and they thought he was good. He doesn't have it wrapped. It was a little bit of a low snap. He couldn't handle it. Amador had good penetration. And sacked Elmore. Amador's in great field position at the 34-yard line where they've got it 1st and 10.
And Travis Griffin, 77, came through there and threw the kicker down, or the punter down like a rag doll. Big number 77, 6'1", 200 pounds.
So Argonaut defense needs to stand up here. Amador's got it 1st and 10 in good field position. Burns in the shotgun, give to Thedford. Hit immediately, drop for a loss of 3. Number 92, Fleming, along with number 55, I believe, in on the tackle for Argonaut.
A big 55, Aaron Braswell.
Just great penetration from that right side of the Argonaut line. Dropped Thedford, just not even letting him get started. It's going to be a loss of 2. It's going to be 2nd and 12.
And I need to correct myself real quick. I was thinking of another player, Johnny White, actually a 2-year varsity player for the Mustangs.
Burns in the shotgun. Low snap. He fumbles it again. He's in trouble. He's down. Boy, another dropped ball on the snap back to the 42-yard line. So that's going to set up a 3rd and, boy, it looks like about 17.
You know what I'm curious to see here, Frank, is Thetford not a lot doing. Thetford's honestly, I'm going to call it as I see it. Last year especially, kind of an attitude problem in my opinion. Argues with the coaches, you'll see at times, argues with the referees, takes his helmet off on the field. Really not sportsmanship, what I would want out of my star player. And he gets frustrated. He starts acting up a little bit. I'm real curious to see how he composes himself here in the second half. 4 minutes and 25 seconds left in the third quarter.
3rd and long for the Buffaloes. Burns in the shotgun. He wants to throw. Big pressure. He's under pressure. He gets hit. Underthrown. Intercepted.
And I'll tell you what,
for the ball.
The Amador receiver did a nice job of trying to take that back away. They're going to have a call here, Frank.
Thetford. We're going to see how they call it. They were both fighting for the football. Interception. Argonauts got the football at the 20-yard line.
I believe it was Hernandez.
Well, they're still fighting on the ground. Thetford still won't get off him. They're still rolling around. Finally, up with the ball is Andrew Hernandez. Just what you were talking about, JD. They're pulling Thetford away. No. Now the official just changed the call and said it's Amador's football.
I'm talking his attitude, right? But that was one heck of a play by Thetford. When that went up, it was underthrown. Hernandez was in front, jumps up for the ball. Thetford comes over the top of him and makes it a fight. And honestly, we thought it probably was a pick, but it goes to the ground, and they called
Coach
it
Davis
a
is talking to
completion.
the official. The first official ruled it an interception, and then they turned it back over, and Amador wants to get a snap in a hurry. Thetford coming around the right side. He gets deep. He's hit, gets just across the 20-yard line, gain maybe of 1 yard on the play, and boy, I want to tell you what a change of events there. And Amador got to the line in a hurry. They wanted to snap that ball. They didn't want any more conversation about that.
I'll tell you what, though, this is going to bring out some fight in these Mustangs. This Mustang defense is playing extremely physical, and they do not look happy about that call. I think it was the wrong call, but Thetford did a great job to challenge that play. A lot of guys would have given up on it. You really got to give that kid credit.
Ball was way underthrown. Hernandez was in great position, and I guess from the official standpoint, they thought Thetford just pulled it away. So Burns in the shotgun, ball at about the 18-yard line. Give to Reese Gilmore up the middle, break it into the end zone. Touchdown, Amador.
And that was a little different, guys. They put Thetford back as a quarterback, looking almost like a wildcat, and he's the one that handed it off to Gilmore. That's the first time we've seen Amador do that. Amador is now on the board with another 6. It is now 9-7. Buffaloes over the Mustangs. 3:10 left to go in the third quarter.
Boy, what a turn of events on that interception. Turned over, ended up as a completion to Thetford. Amador is going to go for 1, 9-7, the lead right now.
And the Argonaut coaching staff does not look happy.
Snap, the kick's up, and it's good.
So 10-7, Amador takes the lead back from the Mustangs. We got ourselves one heck of a ball game here, folks. The game of the week, Motherlode League football action on KVGC here at Amador High School. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back. More third quarter action brought to us tonight by the Glass Doctor.
Well, I can't wait for tomorrow, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on the KVGC YouTube page and I'm going to replay that play, and I want to know what happened, because the first official called it an interception from Argonaut. Then after some discussion, Hernandez came away with the football. He had it in his hands, and all of a sudden the other official said it was a reception and gave it to Amador. And I don't know if they just call a tie goes to the receiver or what the hell they called, and then all of a sudden Amador scores a touchdown. Wow.
And
big turn of events.
The way I look at that, Frank, is it looks like Hernandez had control of that ball as he went to the ground, and then Thetford was trying to take it. I believe Hernandez probably still had the possession as he went to his back, and it must have been a fight on the ground. But that, in my opinion, I would have said that should have been an interception. I don't know how they turned it, but what a play by Thetford.
Well, we're going to have to take a look at it, and I'm going to do that tomorrow. While we were
Text me, Frank, and let me know, man.
There were flags on the play. They just called it offsetting penalties, personal fouls on both teams after that extra point. Probably just getting a little competitive. Back to the goal line, going to be returned to the 10, to the 15, trying to get outside, breaks one tackle, cuts it inside to the 20. Oh, no, and then just drilled down at about the 22-yard line.
Ramage got nailed by Keeter.
Oh, and there's a flag, and that's going to be against Amador for taunting.
That was Andrew Keeter, number 21. Put a big lick on him.
The white hat threw a flag, and that's going to be a 15-yard penalty against Amador, and he is issuing a warning to the bench. I believe the white hat just came over and issued a warning to the bench. I think that's going to be 15-yard. It is 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Amador. That's going to move the ball up to the 43-yard line, where Argonaut will take it 1st and 10 from there.
Yeah, that interception call, that reminds me of some JV action here at this field a couple years ago. Interesting calls.
Here we go, 1st and 10. Argonaut's got the ball down 10-7, 3:03 left in the quarter. The 43-yard line. Albiani in the shotgun, calling the signals. He calls for the snap. He looks, throws out a swing pass over to the right side to Vieira. He gets across the 40, knocked out of bounds at about the 39-yard line. Short gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Mustangs.
This game has just gotten a little more physical, Frank. These guys are playing hard now. 2:45 left, 10-7. Amador with the lead. Argonaut with the ball. Hey, quick Calaveras Lumber Ace Hardware scoring update. The last we had was a 3rd quarter action. Sonora 36, Somerville 7. No surprise. Calaveras and Bret Hart, a great ball game, we understand. 20-19. Calaveras has the lead there.
2nd and 6 for the Mustangs. Johnny White in motion. He's got the ball, looking for a hole, gets it across. He's got the 1st down. Just nice job following his blocks there, coming around this left side. That'll be enough to move the chains for the Mustang. Ball's going to be spotted at the 49-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Mustangs.
Today's 3rd quarter action brought to us, as always, by the Glass Doctor. Shout out to we know the Glass Doctor listens to us, at least Mark does. So, good evening.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Ball sits at the 49-yard line. 2 minutes, 2 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Mason Flores fake. Vieira on the pitch. Gets to the 50, breaks the tackle to the 45, still going to the 40. Brought down at the 40-yard line. That was by number 21. I believe that was Keeter.
And you know
that'll be another 1st down for the Mustangs.
Number 32, if you saw Eric Moreno came up, thought he's going to put a big hit on Vieira, and Vieira just juked him, left him standing all alone. Had Moreno stopped that would have been back about 5 yards more.
So 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Ball sits at the Amador 40-yard line. 1:35 and counting left here to go in the 3rd quarter. Officials timeout here. Oh, they're backing the sideline up for Amador. There's a protected space there that everybody is supposed to be behind. Billy Baker is questioning it with the official on this side. That's a warning. The first one is a warning. The second one is actually a penalty. 1st and 10. Johnny White's got the handoff. He gets hit. He spins forward all the way up to about the 32-yard line. Nice gain on the play. Nice tough run by White.
And you see there, Frank, I don't know if it's because they were talking to the defensive coaches of Amador, but Amador to have the play in, and Argonaut got a quick snap there before they could get set, got that ball off. Really heads up by Albiani to get that quick snap in there as Amador wasn't quite set.
Ball sits at the 32-yard, just inside the 32. We're going to call a 2nd down on a long one for the Mustangs. Straight ahead handoff to Vieira. He's got the 1st down and more. Down to about the 26. That'll move the chains again for the Mustangs. And the Mustangs are just playing 1st down football here with 46 seconds left in the quarter. The clock stops to move the chains. As soon as they're set, the clock will start again. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Well played game on both sides. Well coached by both sides here. Yeah, as Frank said, probably last play, 35 seconds left, 3rd quarter.
Johnny White coming to the side. He's got the 30 to 25. Knocked out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. That'll be short of a 1st down. That'll stop the clock with 26 seconds left, so there'll be another play here in the 3rd quarter.
And this is what that Mustang offense can do to you, folks. 4 yards here, 6 yards here, 2 yards. They just keep pounding and pounding and pounding. Very physical offensive line. And it looks like they may be starting to wear that defense of the Buffaloes down just a little bit. Looks like they're starting to get a little bit bigger chunks on each of these runs.
Well, as we talked about, Amador's not a very deep team. They got a lot of kids playing both ways. I don't know why the clock started there. It was an out-of-bounds play, but they started the clock. Inside handoff to Johnny White. He's got another.
Oh, they're going to call leading with the helmet. That's a
no flag on the play. That's another first down to the 15-yard line. That's going to run. Oh, it stopped. As soon as they move the chains, they will restart the clock.
I thought for sure they were going to call Keeter for leading in with his helmet on.
That was a little bit of a missile coming in there. That's going to be the last play of the quarter. We're going to change sides of the field, and the Mustangs are going to have it 1st and 10 from the 15, going from our left to our right.
Third quarter brought to us by the Glass Doctor. We'll be back. Fourth quarter action of the big game brought to us tonight by Thompson's Auto Group.
Mustangs have it 1st and 10 to start the fourth quarter from the 15-yard line, down 10-7. White goes in motion. Albiani's going to keep it. He gets up 5 yards. He's still going inside the 5-yard line. That's going to be another first down. It's going to be 1st and goal. The big senior quarterback rumbling and bumbling through the line.
The big boy. The big boy.
Big gain on the play. It'll be 1st and goal for Argonaut. Ball's going to be spotted at the 3-yard line. So 1st and goal from the 3.
I don't have any insight on this. I'm just calling what I see. Albiani looks like he's thickened up in the last year. Since last season, he was always a little bit bigger, but he's pretty
always
stout
had a
this
pretty
year.
big bottom base there, his hips and his legs. 1st and goal. Johnny White in motion. Albiani's going to keep it, pushing. Oh, and he got stood up.
Nice hit, though,
boy, he came
Buffaloes.
through a little bit high, and I believe that was number 25.
And number 25 on. We don't have.
Maybe it wasn't 25.
Could it?
All right, it's the 2nd and goal from the 2 for the Mustangs. He needs to get his head down. He was just running a little bit high on that. Pretty easy tackle when you're up that big. 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. Handoff this time inside, touchdown. I think he got across. Looking for the signal. Nope, they're not going to give it to him.
This Amador defense is doing a nice job of standing their ground, standing him up, and not letting him get that extra push into the end zone. It looked like 2 or 3 defenders just kind of standing White up there. I thought he may
I think that was
got
Mason
over.
Flores, and I thought he got in. I had the binoculars right on him. The ball is sitting. The nose of the ball is just sitting just an inch from the goal line. It looked from this point that he was in.
Depending on what front they put out there, Albiani might sneak this one right in over that line.
So 3rd and goal from the shotgun. White in motion. Albiani's going to keep it. Touchdown, Mustangs. Albiani takes it in from the 1-yard line to put Argonaut back on top.
So as of now, before the PAT, 13-10 Mustangs. We got 10 minutes left to go here in the ball game. Fourth quarter action brought to us by Thompson Auto Group. After that big interception that they called an actual reception for Amador, the tide has now turned back to Argonaut, and they've got the momentum.
Elmore lines up for the extra point. The kick is up, and it is good.
So that is a 4-point lead. That means Amador must score a touchdown to take the lead back now, or to even tie. A field goal won't be enough. 10 minutes and 14 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. We'll take a quick break. We'll check in with our sponsor, and we'll bring it right back here to Amador High School. And we're back here at Amador High School, fourth quarter action. 10 minutes and 14 seconds left. Argonaut 14, Amador 10. This change of possession, as always, brought to us by Melon Faze and the BG Lounge. Always the home of the Moo Burger, but the best prime rib you'll find around here every Friday and Saturday nights. And they're open late on the weekends. That's Melon Faze in the BG Lounge.
Thedford and Keeter back deep. It's going to be Keeter at the 2-yard line. He takes it to the 10, looking for room. Oh, and hit immediately, breaks a tackle. Now tackled down. They're going to give him forward progress to about the 10-yard line. Great job right there by number 17 for Argonaut. Boy, who number is that? I don't remember calling that number.
Ryan Garbarini.
Ryan Garbarini.
And you know what else I just saw in that play? I was watching Thetford. He was the other.
They
team man.
didn't give him forward.
They didn't.
Progress. They're going to put him
around,
at the 5.
He was at the 10. He turned around, tried to take it to the other side of the field. Actually ran back 5 yards, and it cost him as they tackled him. But I'll tell you what, Thetford came up and put one hell of a block on Cade Collins on that play. Amador still playing tough. They've got about 10 minutes left to do something here.
Argonaut is short a guy. They got to call a timeout. No, they have 11. I don't know. They were motioning to the sideline like they were one short, but I only
count 10. So that's going to be a timeout for the Mustangs, and why not? Let's send it back to you, Jim, real quick. Let's just get in our quarter sponsor and then bring it back to here. Fourth quarter sponsored by Thompson Auto Group.
All right, we're back. Amador has it 1st and 10 from the 5-yard line. Burns hands it to Thetford, jitterbugging around, gets it up across the 10-yard line to about the 11. Brought down by number 25 for the Mustangs. That's Addison Kramer. Pretty good gain on the play, gain of 7. Call it 2nd and 3.
So 9:35 left in the ball game. Argonaut 14, Amador 10.
Gilmore and Thetford in the backfield. Burns under center. Second man through. Thetford hit, nowhere to go. Brought down short of the 15-yard line, up to about the 14. Going to be short of the first down. It's going to be 3rd down.
A quick Calaveras Lumber Ace Hardware scoring update. Sonora now 43, Somerville 7. Last we had was Bret Hart 26, now back in the lead. Calaveras 20.
Wow, what an upset that would be. Whew. That would certainly make the Amador-Calaveras game much more interesting.
Yeah, very much so.
All right, 3rd down and 1 for Amador. Ball's on the 14-yard line. Burns under center. 3rd and 1. Give to Thetford. Oh, and he tackled for a loss.
That's a huge play in this ball game. Number 44 for the Mustangs. That was Philip Martini.
Woo! I like mine shaken, not stirred.
Pour me another, baby.
Yeah.
14-10.
Wow, that's going to force
Amador
to punt, and Argonaut's going to get it in good field position. Andrew Hernandez back deep for the Mustangs. What a great play by Martini.
And as we said, Argonaut's built to have a lead. They can run a lot of time off the clock, get a few first downs, and Amador.
Oh, high snap. He
really
got it. He got the kickoff.
But not much of one, Frank.
Well, the ball's still rolling forward across the 45-yard line. It's going to be down at the 46, where Argonaut's going to have it 1st and 10 from the Amador 46-yard line. Great field position.
Only about a 34 net on that punt right there.
Well, great field position for Argonaut with a 4-point lead, 14-10, 7:54 left to here go in this big game.
Now, if Amador holds Argonaut to a field goal on this drive, that's still only 7 points. Amador needs a touchdown anyways to get back into this game, as they're trailing now by 4. So if they can hold Argonaut to a field goal on this or less, they still have a chance in this ball game.
1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Johnny White in motion. Give to White. He's picking his way. He falls forward. Gain maybe a 3 on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 7.
Unfortunately, here at Amador, we don't see the timeouts up on the scoreboard, and I usually rely on that. I should have been.
Well, I don't think Amador's used any in this half, and I think Argonaut's used 1.
The 1 on the.
So Amador has 3. Argonaut has 2.
Okay.
It's going to be 2nd down and 7 for the Mustangs, and it just looks like Argonaut in their line is starting to exert their will here with that last drive. See if they can continue it here. One more good drive. It's going to make it awful tough for the Buffaloes. Albiani again in the shotgun. White goes in motion. Give to Vieira straight ahead. Brought down by number 66 at about the 39-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play.
And number 66, you hear him a lot, Logan Hawkins for the Buffaloes. Great ball player.
Ball just short of the 39-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and a long 5 for the Mustangs.
Again, folks, if you're just tuning in, Argonaut up 14-10 over Amador with 6 minutes and 40 seconds left in the ball game. Fourth quarter brought to us tonight by Thompson's Auto Group.
White in motion. Oh, whistle on the play.
Most likely, an illegal motion or a false start.
Yeah, false start by the Mustangs. That'll back them up 5, so that'll make it 3rd down and 10.
Big penalty. Still 6:38. If Amador can hold Argonaut and make them punt here, they got plenty of time to get back into it. And again, Amador needs a touchdown to get back into this ball game.
3rd and 10 for the Mustangs. Ball's at the 46-yard line. White in motion. Albiani's rolling to his right. He's looking. He avoids one tackle. He's still on his feet, rolling back the other way, looking for a block. Brought down the 45-yard line. Big loss on the play. 4th down. Great job by the Amador defense there to snuff that out. Drops all the way back to the Argonaut 45-yard line. A loss of about 14 on the play. It'll be 4th down. Penalty against Argonaut will be declined by Amador, and the punting unit for the Mustangs is going to come on the field.
That's a huge, huge play in this ball game for Amador to stay into this, and really a nice play. You see, as Albiani was rolling towards us, Logan Hawkins came over, almost tackled him. Albiani did a nice job of breaking that, but actually lost another 5 yards as he rolled out.
Well, this is interesting here. This is the second time that they've punted. The last punt ended up in a big sack and a bad snap. Albiani is into punt now in that short punt formation that we saw a few weeks ago. Thedford, the lone man back for Amador. Albiani kicked, and he just shanks it. It hit Amador.
Hawkins
Falls
tried
on
to
the
catch
ground.
it, though. Hawkins tried to field that about 10-yard punt foolishly, and Argonaut may have come back up with this ball, folks.
Argonaut's got the football. That punt was so bad, Amador defense was peeling back, and it hit Hawkins in the back, fell on the ground, and Argonaut recovered the ball. So what was a horrible play ended up as a gift falling from pennies from heaven.
And Albiani is going to sleep a little easier tonight after that. Honestly, folks, he probably put 8 yards on that punt, even if that just didn't have enough depth.
Wow, with under 5 minutes left, now Argonaut has the ball at the 41-yard line with a fresh set of downs. White in motion. He's going to get it, trying to get around the left side. Gets a good block on the outside, gets across the 40, falls forward to about the 36-yard line. Nice gain on the play by White. That's just good hard running. Didn't have a lot there. Got one kick block out around that left side. Ball's going to be spotted on the 37-yard line. So gain of 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Talk about a gut check for Amador. Yeah, deflated completely. You think you're getting the ball back.
Is that just the football gods paying back for that interception, turnover, whatever there?
It could be.
Wow, we're down to 4 minutes left here in the game. Argonaut's got it 2nd and 6. 2 first downs and about to lock this thing up. Albiani in the shotgun. Mason Flores. Vieira straight ahead. Oh, boy, and he put a lick on him. He's going to be just short of the first down. Good gain on the play. He's going to set up a 3rd and short.
I'm going to shout out Keith Davis here. Looks like little good juju there for the Argonaut Mustangs with that kick. I couldn't tell on that punt if Hawkins, if it hit him in the back or he actually tried to catch it and it just dropped through his hands. It was difficult. It happened so quick, folks. But nonetheless,
3rd and 1 for the Mustangs. I'm going to guess Albiani's going to keep this.
3.5 minutes left to go in the ball game. 14-10 Argonaut.
3rd and 1. White in motion. Going to give it to White. He's got the first down and some more. He breaks to the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown Mustangs!
Most likely ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Right now it is 20-10 Mustangs before the PAT. We still have 3 minutes and 16 seconds, but not a lot of time. Amador is going to have to score twice now. Huge turn of events. The short 8-yard, 10, maybe 12 at the most punt by Albiani, misfielded by Amador, gave it right back to the Mustangs. And this is the difference, folks.
Johnny White takes it 32 yards off the left side for the Mustang touchdown. 3:16 left, and it looks like the bell might be heading back to Jackson.
I was thinking the same thing, Frank.
Snap, the hold, the kick, it's up, and it's good.
I was going to say, Ricky Davis is calling up Baker and saying, Bill, you can deliver that bell to Argonaut Lane. 3:16 left in the ball game, 21-10, Argonaut Mustangs. We're going to take a break here, check in with our sponsor, fourth quarter, Thompson Auto Group.
Wow, what a turn of events. On the sack of Albiani, put him at 4th and long. Then Albiani came in to punt, and he just kicked a horrible kick that hit an Amador defender, recovered by Argonaut, started at the 41-yard line. Johnny White takes it 32 yards for the touchdown, and an 11-point lead for Argonaut with 3:16 left here in this big game.
And this change of possession brought to us by BG's and Melon Phase. Melon Phase open late. Get yourself some prime rib this weekend. Do yourself a favor. Friday and Saturday, they've always got it. Always the home of the Moo Burger, and BG's is open late. So after the game tonight, head on down there, buy Jake and I some drinks, and we'll all celebrate either way that this game goes down tonight. But it is 21-10. I think it's going to end here with Argonaut. Now, Frank, I said deliver that bell to Argonaut Lane. Jake said the exchange actually happens on the field?
It happens right here on the field.
Okay, so we'll see that.
It happens right here on the field. There's a timeout on the field. I think Coach Ricky Davis called a timeout, wanted to make sure his kick team knew exactly what they wanted to do. Keeter, along with Thedford, is back deep for the Mustangs. They've pretty much kept it out of Thedford's hands as far as kicking so far. Last time they kicked it to Keeter. And Coach Davis wanted to make sure that everybody knew what kind of kicking plan they had, which direction it was going for their gunners, and their setup plan. And another thing that Argonaut did is they changed some of the personnel on their kick and their punt team than they normally had. They wanted to put some of their more sure tacklers in on there to try to stop that speed in the return from Amador. Elmore, pooch kick, keeping it out, fielded at the 30-yard line, and
yielding field position to not give them a chance to run it back. You know, at this point of the game,
you know, I still have. You've got a good kicker, but that might have been a smart play. They've got to score twice. You've only got 3 minutes left. You're putting it on your defense. Coach Davis says, hey, I'm good with that. Amador is going to take over a pretty good field position at Argonaut, or at their own 45-yard line. But the fact of the matter is 3:11 left. Amador hasn't showed that they can stop Argonaut in this half. Amador has to score twice. So if Amador scores, they're going to try an onside kick. And that's what's going to happen here. So let's see what we go. Burns is in the shotgun. They need to score in a hurry. Burns wants to throw. He's looking left. He's still looking. He throws complete. That's to number 4. Well, and McCoy is on his knee, and he's got his helmet off. I think this is going to be concussion protocol here. There must have been a hit to the head. It's going to be. It's such a subjective call. There's 3:05 left. Regardless, that's the call. It's 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. Byrne wants to throw again. He's looking. He wants to go deep. There's a fight for the ball. Jumped up. Incomplete.
And I'll tell you what, he threw that up for Thetford. He almost came down against 2 Argonaut Mustangs right there. Great. Kid's just athletic as can be.
Well, I'm just glad there wasn't any flag, because there was a lot of hand fighting down there from both guys. Thetford's fighting. The defender's fighting. He's tough. He has a passion. He wants the football. He goes after it hard. 2nd down and 10 from the 28-yard line. 2:55 left. Amador's down by 2 scores. They need to score in a hurry if they're going to have a shot at this one. All right, Amador lines up, trips to the right.
These kids play
Burns
some
back
football.
in the shotgun. He's looking right. He's looking right. He throws short, complete, tackled immediately by Johnny White, inbounds at about the 25-yard line. The clock continues to run. It's third down, 2:40 and counting.
The Mustangs still up 21-10 here over the Buffaloes. Buffaloes are closer inside the 25, but as Frank said, under 3 minutes left. Not a lot of time for Amador.
Third down and a long 6 for the Buffaloes. Burns again in the shotgun. High snap. Burns wants to throw. He's in trouble. He's scrambling. He's got room to run. He gets across the 20, down to the 15, tackled at about the 10-yard line. It'll be first down for Amador.
Good decision to take it down and run, but he probably should have got out of bounds, stopped the clock. Although first down in high school will stop until things are set. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left here, 21-10. Argonaut Mustangs.
They're going to spot it at the 9-yard line. It'll be first and goal for Amador, 2:10 and counting in the game. Remember, they need to score twice.
You know what, Frank, when we talked to Bill Baker beginning of the season, said didn't know what they had at quarterback, I think they've got to be pretty happy the way Burns has developed here this season.
Burns in the shotgun, first and goal from the 9. He wants to throw. He's looking left, pressure, underthrown, incomplete, and he got hit right when he threw. That'll be second down, minute 48 left in the game. Remember, Amador needs to score twice. I imagine they'll go for 2 if they get into the end zone to make it a 3-point game. If they convert the 2-point conversion, then a field goal could tie it up.
Even if they miss, it's 5. What's the difference between 4 and 5?
Well,
Still
it's
a
either
touchdown.
3 or 5. It
Yeah,
doesn't matter. So
exactly.
they're going to go for 2. Minute
No reason to
48
kick.
left. They still need to get their second down and goal from the 9-yard line. Minute 48 left here in this 2016 big game.
Herrera's got a foot on him, too.
Burns wants to throw. He's looking to the right corner. There's a lot of fighting going on there. Incomplete.
I'll tell you what, that was a little missed time on the jump. It
well,
wasn't a bad
it
throw,
was thrown
was
to Thedford again, and there's a lot of pushing by both sides down there. They did not throw a flag. It's going to be third down, minute 44 left.
You know, but that's what you like to see, both guys coming up, hitting each other on the head.
Well, I'm just glad nobody's
Sportsmanship.
throwing a flag because,
Yeah,
you know, in a lot of cases like that, there could have been a flag thrown in that situation.
But just great sportsmanship between Johnny White and Dalen Thetford out there. That's what high school sports is all about.
Hey, they're battling.
They are.
They're both battling.
And respecting each other while doing so.
They're both seniors.
Yeah.
This is it. Minute 44 left. Third down and goal
White
for
saying,
Buffaloes.
Ding, 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 ding. Ringing the bell. 144, 21-10 Mustangs.
Burns in the shotgun. Thedford again to the right. He's looking. He throws it to the end zone. He's open. Touchdown.
Nice play by the Buffaloes. Anthony Burns did a nice job getting that ball over there to McCoy.
Absolutely how McCoy got that wide open. And Addison Kramer absolutely lost him in coverage.
Running across the back end zone all by himself.
Addison Kramer was on the coverage, absolutely got lost in the wash. And he was wide open. Amador scores a touchdown. I'm sure they're going to go for 2 now. It's 21-16. There's a minute 38 left in the game. So nine-yard touchdown pass. Burns to McCoy.
And when you guys watch this on the KVGC YouTube page tomorrow and you see that ball, he kind of floated it up there. It's actually a very smart play by the quarterback. He's wide open. Just make sure you get the ball to him. Don't overthrow him. And did a nice job of just putting some touch on it.
And he was wide open.
Oh, completely.
All right, Amador goes for 2 here to try to make it a 3-point game. Then they're going to go for an onside kick. Burns under center. He's got it. He's rolling to his right. He's looking to the right corner. He throws incomplete. No good. Amador needs to score a touchdown. If they're going to pull this out, they got a minute 38 left. Stand by for the onside kick because that's what we're going to get.
And folks, if this onside kick is fielded by the Mustangs, Amador does not have enough timeouts to stop him, and it will be a victory. You like the way I said that, Jake? A victory. A victory for the, I was going to say victorious.
I listened to the pigskin preview that I did, and you know what I realized? I have a real hard time saying rivalry week. I kept saying rivalry week.
Community is for me.
Rivalry week instead of rivalry week.
Rascally Wabbits, rivalry week. Yeah, I could see that getting a little
I
rough.
listened to it several times going, God, what a moron. Right? Why were we weak?
You know, when I'm on the air with Jim in the morning, there's certain words that I notice I run into as well. And rivalry, yeah. The second part, rivalry. Just rivalry.
Weak.
Just say rivalry by itself 12 times.
That R gets
rivalry.
caught up and it wants me to say reek, right? All right, so Argonaut's going to have the good hands people on the front line on this one, expecting the onside kick.
Take a shower, Jake. Rivalry reek. A 138-16-21, you said there. 5-point difference. And as Frank was saying, they got to get a touchdown. But first, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Amador needs to convert. They will most likely onside kick this here.
Well, like I said, Argonaut's got their good hands front line up there, all their backs. All the guys with the hands are sitting at the 50-yard line. You never know how this football is going to bounce.
I saw a clip of a college team, Frank, that the onside kick, the kicker kicked it directly at the guy on the front line off his face.
Bounced it off his helmet.
Did you see that? Oh, it's great.
All right, here we go, folks. Minute 38 left here in this version 2016 of the big game. Amador-Argonaut. Argonaut up 21-16. The onside kick takes a big hop, fielded by Argonaut down, and that is going to do it. Argonaut's going to run this clock out. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line as they were able to field that onside kick, and it looks like the bell's going back to Jackson.
Addison Kramer did a nice job of fielding that and getting down. Pretty decent onside kick by Herrera.
Well, it took a big hop. It actually bounced over the front line of the defense, and Kramer was in the second line. He came up and fielded it and just went right to the ground, just like you're taught to do. 1st and 10 for Argonaut from the 46, minute 36 left.
I'm assuming Albiani's knee will get a little dirty
here. I believe Amador
here.
still have 2 timeouts left?
They have 2.
All right, Albiani in the shotgun. Albiani's going to keep it, just tucking it and going forward. Gets across the 50. They're trying to rip the ball out. He's holding on tight. Gets it up to about the 48-yard line. Nice gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Amador calls a timeout right away.
A very quick Calaveras Lumber Ace Hardware scoring update. Sonora has gone final victorious over Somerville, 43-7. And Calaveras is up now 27-26, only 38 seconds in the ball game.
What a football game.
And you know what? That'll be a heartbreaker for Bret Hart.
I knew they had a chance. I talked with Jim on the radio this morning, and I said they've had the best chance that they've had to put a good football game together tonight against Calaveras in the last 15 years, and they certainly did, and what a heartbreaker for them.
But 2 good games, Battle of the Counties, the Calaveras County matchup, the Amador County matchup. This has been a great ball game here.
And don't forget the Tuolumne County matchup, not so much of a big game, but good game, but
not the best.
Yeah. All right, so Argonaut's going to have it 2nd down and 4.
Poor Linden has no rival. But you know what? I played Linden when I was in school. They're everyone's rival.
Yeah.
They don't like to get along with anyone in the league.
Yeah.
131.
All right, so Amador has 1 timeout left. So Argonaut's got it 2nd and 4, 1 first down, and they can just kneel it out. 2nd and 4 for the Mustangs. Albiani brings the Mustangs to the line. He's in the shotgun. In motion, Mason Flores. Albiani's going to keep it. Driving forward, he's going to be really close to the first down. I think he's going to be short. Ball's going to be spotted at the 45-yard line. Amador uses their last time out. So Argonaut needs 1 yard, and this game is officially over. 3rd down and 1. Amador is out of timeouts, down by 5 with 1:24 left in the game.
And there's still time, I guess, if they can stop them. Enough time will run off the clock, and if they can stop them again. But they got to stop Amador twice in a yard here.
Well, theoretically,
Argonaut.
I guarantee you Albiani is not handing the ball off. He's going to keep it.
Exactly.
And,
you know, aside from a false start, bad snap, looks like Argonaut's going to run this out right here. 1:24 the exact time on the clock. Argonaut is up 21-16. 3rd down and 1, ball on the 48. Today's 4th quarter brought to us by the good folks of Thompson's Auto Group.
All right, here we go. 3rd and 1. Do or die play for Amador. Albiani's in the shotgun. He will most definitely keep this ball himself. There's a whistle on the play. Oh, did Argonaut jump? No way.
I didn't see any movement. Can it be a delay of game?
It's going to be against Argonaut. Offsides? On the offense, there is no neutral zone infraction. It's either a motion penalty. How are you in the neutral zone on the offense? They must have had one of the receivers line up offsides. The receiver always looks at the official and check. That is a big call right there. Johnny White in motion. Albiani wants to keep it. He goes forward. It's going to be 4th down. Amador cannot stop the clock. They're out of timeouts. Why is the clock stopped?
Amador had a timeout, I guess, Frank. So it looks like they just called their last timeout. We thought they had 2. They must have had 3. So they just said that was a timeout by Amador. It's 4th down and 6, so this is a big play in the ball game. We'll see if Argonaut elects to punt or what they decide to do. They're right there basically at midfield. 1 minute and 19 seconds. It's staying a good ball game down to the last few clicks. But I'm going to say this, guys. There was no movement on that play.
Offsides. Really, on the offense. I want to know the last time you saw an offside penalty call.
Well, we saw
on the offense.
And we saw this.
Well, 4th down.
How does that happen?
Albiani has it in the shotgun. He can either do a quick kick. They didn't want to send anybody back. Fumbled! Albiani picks it up. He's still on his feet, brought down by Amador at the 40-yard line. Amador has it 1st and 10 from the 40 with 1 minute 14 left.
Well, I spoke too early because I thought Amador only had the 2 timeouts. I thought this game was over, folks, but it is still a 5-point ball game, 1 minute 14, and with a huge loss, that they only have to go 40 yards now, do the Buffaloes, to win this ball game. This reminds me of the JV game here a couple years ago.
Amador Thedford is all the way out to the right. Burns in the shotgun. He wants to throw. He's in trouble. He's scrambling. He's throwing deep, wide open. Complete down to the 6-yard line.
Amador does not have any timeouts. Argonaut is going to have to D up down here, folks. That was a huge play by
wide
the Buffaloes.
Open, number 21,
Sitting
Andrew
by himself.
Teeter.
Unexcusable. Don't know how he got there by himself, guys, but hey, it's a ball game.
Why isn't the clock running?
Game.
Burns downs the ball, so it'll be 2nd and goal with 1 minute 1 second left. Are you kidding me?
Clock's a little slow to start there. Probably should be a little under a minute, but Amador's only got to go just a few yards here.
Well, the ball sits just outside the 5-yard line. Oh my, 1 minute, 1 second left. 2nd down and goal for Amador. A touchdown will win it. 21-16. Here we go. Burns in the shotgun. Almost intercepted. Wanted to get it out to Thedford, and Corey Kling came in from the left side, knocked it down.
That was a great play defensively.
3rd down and goal for Amador.
Just under a minute left to go now, 58 seconds in the ball game. Amador's threatening.
Tried to get it in space to Thedford out on the left wing. Kling, who was playing the right defensive end, came through there and got those long paws out in the passing lane and knocked it down. So 3rd down and goal for the Buffaloes. Here we go. Thedford split out to the left. Burns in the shotgun. I think they're calling a penalty against Hernandez. That's going to move it half the distance of the goal. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 3. From the 3-yard line. Burns is in the shotgun. Burns back to pass. He looks. He throws it incomplete. I wish that ball would have been caught because he would have been tackled and the clock would have continued to run. The defender was right there. It would have been a loss on the play. Now it's 4th down. 4th down and goal from the 3-yard line. And this play is what this game.
21-16, Amador is trailing by 5, but they are threatening 4th down.
It's all down to this, 4th and goal. Burns in the shotgun. The snap. He wants to throw. He looks. He throws in the corner. Oh, it was fighting the.
And they're going to say it was a touchdown.
Addison Kramer was right there. Thetford again took it away from him for the Amador touchdown.
Like I said, it's not the first time the officials have done this on this field, and again, this has just a really weird, uncomfortable feel watching here. But you know what, hey guys, there's still 48 seconds left to go.
Well, you know, JD, I don't want to take anything away from the kids in that, but I have to agree with you. The calls that we just watched happen on this last possession, man, gotta leave you scratching your head.
Really, man. And the reason it upsets me, and I kind of get
bothered.
Oh,
now they gave a personal foul, roughing the passer against Argonaut, then an unsportsmanlike conduct call against Amador. What are they trying to make everybody feel good at this point?
What they're trying to do is excessive celebration on Amador, and they're trying to figure a way not to give the yards on the kick, and so they had to call something against Argonaut as well. That is exactly how this feels, guys. This is
wow.
What a bummer.
Wow.
What a bummer.
I'm
22-21.
I'm a little speechless. That's going to go over to Coach Davis. I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know if they're giving warnings to both benches or.
Amador's going to go for 2 here, trying to make it a 3-point ball game. We'll see what they decide to do on the kickoff. But Argonaut still does have a chance. They can at least, no matter what happens here, win or tie with a field goal. So Argonaut's going to have to hope for a nice return or else a couple quick plays. Hopefully they can get into field goal range and try to.
All right, they're done explaining whatever to Coach Davis. They're now coming back onto the field. We're not sure what's going on out there right now, folks. The ball's sitting at the 3-yard line. It looks like offsetting penalties. Roughing the passer against Argonaut. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Amador. Penalties nullified. The extra point will be from the 3-yard line. Penalty will be assessed on the kick. I don't know what penalty. I guess 15-yarder for roughing the passer against Argonaut. I'm not sure. Amador's going to go for 2 here. Burns is going to keep it. Or no, that was Thedford. That was Thedford in the Wildcat. And no signal yet. Now they're going to call it. They're going to give Thedford the 2 points. Now I'm still not even sure how they're going to assess. They said they were going to assess penalty on the kickoff. For what? Roughing the passer?
But they also called
unsportsmanlike conduct.
They called it against Amador too. I mean, Thetford ran all the way up to the 40-yard line on the sidelines with his helmet off. There was guys on the field, so I thought they were calling an excessive
all right, so
celebration.
Let's see. They're putting it to the 40. Now they're going to unsportsmanlike conduct against Amador. Now they're going to march off 15-yard penalty against Amador. So Amador is going to be kicking from their 25-yard line. I'm not sure what these officials are they. Whoa. Now they're calling a personal foul against Argonaut and marching it back 15 yards. What the heck? And now it goes back to the original 40-yard.
And you know what? The problem here, folks, is we don't know how many timeouts Argonaut has. I believe they have 2 timeouts left to go in the ballgame. Hey, I want to say congratulations again to Bo and Marcy Gilman on the birth of their baby today. A great family. And Bo, congratulations, buddy.
Here's the kick. It's a deep kick. Fielded on the left wing. 10, up to the 20, the 25, to the 30, to the 35. Knocked out of bounds at about the 36-yard line, and that's where Argonaut is going to have it 1st and 10 with 41.5 seconds left in this game. Wow, that's all I can say. Wow. Now they're marking off a penalty against Amador, so it's going to be 1st and 5. White goes into motion. Albiani wants to throw. He steps up. He's got a receiver over the middle, complete at the 39-yard line. It's going to be 1st down. The clock will stop. 34 seconds left.
It's getting a little chippy. Both these teams need to be very careful. No personal fouls. 34 seconds left. The Mustangs are coming to the ball quick.
To the line. They're going to just ground the ball right now, kill the clock. He kills it. 31 and a half seconds left. Ball sitting just inside the 40-yard line. They probably need about 20 yards to give themselves a realistic chance at a field goal.
.31.5 seconds left to go, 39-yard line. I'll tell you what, though, this is a good game down to the last few ticks. Argonaut, nice completion there, and they can get into field goal range.
Here we go, 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Ball inside the 40-yard line. Albiani again in the shotgun. He's looking, he's still looking. He throws, incomplete. 26.2 seconds left. 2nd down and 10.
26 seconds left. 3rd down.
Unbelievable. 24-21 Amador, 26.2 seconds left. Argonaut needs about 20 yards to get into field goal position to try to tie this up and send it into overtime. Albiani again in the shotgun. He wants to throw. He's looking. He's in trouble. He gets tripped up. Down.
Great job by Albiani to
And they obviously do not have a, oh, now there's a timeout. 17 and a half seconds left. The ball back on the 42-yard line. The Mustangs, they need a 1st down. White goes in motion. Albiani looking to throw. He's in trouble. He's sacked. That's the ball game.
And looks like Amador's going to win it, folks. The big game goes to the Buffaloes, 24-21. Fourth quarter action brought to us tonight by Thompson's Auto Group. We thank all our sponsors tonight. Pregame sponsored by Camps Propane. First quarter, Central State Credit Union. Second, Jackson Tire. Third quarter, the Glass Doctor. Fourth quarter right here, sponsored by Thompson's Auto Group. The game, but Amador did play a very, very, very good ball game, and that is not taking away anything from their players, but should have come up short, and it just was not the case here tonight, folks. But they did what they needed to do. Once they got those penalties, they executed from there. So that's going to wrap up this ball game, folks. 24-21. The Rotary Bell stays in Sutter Creek. Jim, we're going to send it back to you. We'll take a very quick break, and then we'll be back here with the Prep Star post-game show.